Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Lines Forever. Today, I have a 5v5 custom match here on the most amazing Neuroxys map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players, starting off with Team 1 in the Northwest and anyway Team 2 in the Southeast. Starting off with Team 1's Southern player, we have in Ruby Red, it is Rick. He is a Seraphim. He's playing as a 1300 in the Northeast. In Tropical Ocean Blue, it is Thurnis Haley. He is a 1900 playing as a UEF. And Glow in the Dark Green here for Team 1, it is Mutzo, another UEF here. He is a 1300. In Amethyst Purple to his north is the Aeon player of Dimitri 11. He is a 2000 rated player. He is the highest rated player on Team 1 and tied with two other players on Team 2 for the highest rated player overall. And rounding out the western side here for Team 1, it is CM Nicholas. He's playing as another UEF here for Team 1 as a 1700 in Royal Blue. So for Team 1's side of the map for their faction makeup, they have 3 UEF, 1 Seraphim, and an Aeon. No Cybrans for Team 1. Starting off with Team 2's Northeastern player in Light Oak Tan, we have a UEF player of Interloper. Hopefully he's not an Interloper. He is a 1400. To his southwest, we have in Snow White is BRS DCCC 97. He is a Seraphim as a 2000 rated player, tied with another player on Team 2 for highest rated on his team, and tied with that player and Dimitri 11 for highest rated player overall. To his south, we have in Stitch Blue another Seraphim for Team 2. It is Printer. He'll probably be printing out some units or papers or whatever this game. He is a 1400. In Pac-Man to his south, it is the one and only Cybran of the game. It is Azuros. He is a 2000 rated player, tied with BRS DCCC 97 for highest rated player on his team, and tied with him and Dimitri 11 for the highest rated player overall. Again, he is in Pac-Man Yellow. And in Rust to his east, we have Son of Ibis. He is a Seraphim. He is a 1400. So for Team 2's side of the map, they have 3 Seraphim, 1 UEF, 1 Cybran. Team 2 lacks the Aeon faction. Team 1 lacks the Seraphim faction. Sorry, the Cybran faction. Apologies. And for these 10 players on the map, let's take a look at the Recom situation. Currently sitting at 21,000 mass in Recom, which makes it 2.16k mass per player. And most of it is in the middle here, but there is some 1,000 or so clumps on the outer edges. But this map has so many mexes. There are just, you could throw a stone and hit like 4 of them or something. There's just so many mexes. I will point out some clumps, though. There is a couple of Trimex positions in the southwest and northeast. And, of course, main base mexes, as well as a quad mex position on the eastern side. Looks like that went to BRS. Quad mex position here, and another quad mex in the main base that went a little bit to BRS and to Son of Ibis. But there are a lot of mexes on this map. Lots of one-offs, but it's kind of hard because if you start grouping them together, there's another one next to it, and it just kind of makes it very difficult to say this is a Trimex, this is a Quad Mex, that sort of thing. So I just said there's just a shotgunning of mexes everywhere on this map. We will see how the ecos scale, which I expect them to scale very, very quickly on this map. There's a small middle impediment in terms of the land engagement in the middle of the map with that tiny little pond, but it's essentially just an open map in this game. Really nothing too crazy. A tiny bit of a hill around the edges of the map, but it's pretty much just a flat piece of map, desert, with some water in it. So it's a desert map that has water. That's definitely a new one, I think. Calm action, I think, barely occurred between Interloper and Dimitri 11 very briefly. Apologies for missing that call out, but it is 1v1 on the eastern side, with Interloper being a little bit of an Interloper and putting some forces just kind of running around on the northeastern edge there, or now northern edge. Mutza moving in against BRS, so it is a 1v1 on the eastern side, 1v1 on the midwest side, Printer versus Thurnis Haley, and then Rick versus Azuros on the western side, with it looks like the rear guard intercept players staying back in their main bases for now. Gun has been started here for BRS in the middle of the map. He's getting that nice little offensive upgrade online early. His next door neighbor of Interloper going for another gun upgrade. He has damage in range versus the speed range of every other faction in the game, because he is UEF. Dimitri 11 just holding position for now. He will be slowly outranged by these two players. Has to be very careful because he could get in a situation where he can't fire back, but he's being chased down and shot at by his opponent, and he's just gonna get just blitzed down very quickly. Pushing out is Thurnis Haley on the western side with assistance from Rick. Looks like he's trying to shore up defenses now to this inbound threat from Azuros on the western side there. We do see a comment made by CM Nicholas talking about that exact thing that I mentioned. Gun upgrade might get canceled here for Interloper. Interloper is dropping into the yellow. Dimitri 11 has a lot of T1 spam here. I think Interloper stopped the upgrade. Oh, no, maybe he'll get out of there. I was surprised that he didn't decide to blitz him down, but again, if somebody dies, 99% of the time these games are either partial share or full share, so that base will go to somebody else on team 2, most likely BRS because he is right next door to Interloper. We do have that group of forces that had a nice little hook maneuver now colliding with a lot of spam from Rick, and it looks like it's pretty much going to be fine, but it will give team 2 a little bit more room to work around and use on that western edge. Thurnis Haley trying to push back. Printer in the middle here. And now we see BRS slowly making waves to push into the middle against his opponent of Mutzo, who's trying to assist Dimitri 11 on the eastern edge there. Well, not edge, but that's the side over there. T2 air online for Team 1 going to T3. T3 air already online for Son of Ibis. Wow, that is a very fast T3 upgrade. Done very, very well there. Son of Ibis, and he's going to probably go for a first bomber, I would imagine, being that far ahead of his opponent. Of course, he has to go for T3, P-gens, and all of that, but that is a very, very fast T3 upgrade. T2 starting here for Mutzo, T2 starting here for Interloper as well. He is pretty down in the hit points, so he's going to get a nice little chunk of hit points back from that upgrade. He is sending some forces northward to distract the group of forces from Mutzo and Dimitri 11, which could easily have just gone on the eastern edge, but it looks like they'll get a couple of mexes killed maybe, but nothing too damaging. Rick trying to just deal with Azuros constantly trying to push his way into his western side. And then we have Printer, and now Thurnis Haley going for T2 upgrade on board his comm, and Printer is almost at his first star veterancy. Gun has been started once again here for Dimitri 11. As the advanced range gun started here for Printer. And no upgrades here for Azuros or Rick as of yet, so they're the only frontline players, I think, that don't have any upgrades either queued or already done. So it's going to be interesting to see what they end up choosing for their first upgrade. We do see Gun has been started for Mutzo right after that T2 upgrade. So we'll see if he starts to be a little bit more pushy or not. Gun has done for Printer. Gun is done here for Dimitri 11. T2 started here for Rick on the western side. We'll probably use the upgrade to help shore up defenses and build some just PD to annoy Azuros, who's going for T2 as well. So now everybody except for the Rigo Desla player of CM Nicholas has either an upgrade queued or already has one on board. We see on that eastern side Dimitri 11 pushing with the Aeon Sniper Commander against Interloper. Interloper will maybe have to cancel that upgrade. Blaze is moving in to assist to deal with the Team 1 spam. And I don't know if it's worth sticking there. Gun is starting here for Thurnis Haley with Printer now having Gun on board, and that is confirmed by Thurnis Haley. He's going to try to combat that with his own. Attack has now hooked around and now attacking the eastern side. A couple of T2 pillars inbound to try to stop that, but they are overwhelming those T2 units. And Interloper still going for the upgrade. He's now in the red. Has to look very, very careful. There's a lot of T1 units next to him. He's probably going to get blitzed down here by Mutzo or Dimitri or both. I think the kill... he might get out of there. 1,600 hit points in falling. Again, it might be a scenario where killing off a player this early might not be a good idea, so they're going to let him get out of there. He does get up to 1-star vet, so that will actually keep him alive a little bit longer. Attack missile done for Thurnis Haley. He has T2 gun and missile on board now. Probably going to go after a couple of Printers, mexes there. And we do see that now we have BRS coming in to protect Interloper. He dropped back to 1,700. Mutzo back over here. Needs to come in to protect and assist the front line over here. Dimitri 11 is slowly being pushed back. Only gun on board for that comm of BRS. Probably needs to go nano to make sure he doesn't get blitzed down as well. Because a 2-for-1 combo special would definitely be nice for Team 1 if they could get a, Interloper and BRS killed off for the price of Dimitri 11 as an example. TMD commented by Son of Ibis talking about the tech missile from Team 1. Tech missile, speaking of which, being built by Rick. Can't go for Billy Nuke, but at least can get tech missile nonetheless. Thurnis Haley being pushed back at least slightly by Printer. And we could have a scenario where Thurnis Haley snipes the comm of Printer if he can load that missile fast enough. Nothing really happening on the eastern side anymore. Will he go for the snipe? Maybe, maybe not. Missile is loaded. He's going to fire it. He's not going to fire it after the comm, but does have it going after more mexes for Team 2. Nonetheless, Team 2 still leading the mass game, though, 680 to 630 in favor of them. So about 75 or so mass, but again, nothing too crazy, but it is the concerning factor that if Team 2 continues the trend, is not going to be good for Team 1. Missile outbound, going to go for another T2 mex here for Team 2. Going to grab that. That's another 6 mass a second that they are missing out on. And another mex going to be killed off here shortly. Does look like Rick is slowly being pushed back by Azuros, though. And Team 1 is slightly grabbed the middle of the map. Nothing crazy, though. It'd be different if they were right about here at the 6 o'clock position or the 3 o'clock position. Tactical missile has been started on Interloper's comm. We'll see if he ends up using it to try to snipe one of these 2 commanders over there on the eastern side there. But with 2 TAC missiles on the western side, it's probably high time for Team 2 to get their own mobile TAC missile launcher nonsense. And Rick has killed off another T2. Actually, he didn't get that mix. Never mind. It was a TMD built in time, it looks like. He's killed off almost enough to get a 3-star vet. And we have Azuros nearby who has no vet and has T2 on board. Rick is trying to be forced back by Azuros, and there's a lot of tanks here. He does have a T2 PD back there to help assist that he's falling back to. He's going to drop into the yellow at least, but he should be fine for now. T3 has been started on board Interloper's comm. He does have the regular attack missile on board. Shield started for Dimitri 11, so he's going for Aeon Sniper mini tank. And we do have Printer over here facing up against Thurnis Haley. Will you fire a missile on the comm? He's closing in. We'll see if he goes for it or not. Nope, he's going to still go east. We're going after mexes for BRS, it looks like, trying to get that lead under control, which Team 1 has done a very good job of catching up. It's 40-ish instead of 70, so that's going one direction. The speed upgrade has been taken off, going for a sensor package. TAC missile started for Mutzel. So we have 4 players in this game going for TAC missile. That's a lot of TAC missiles to run around this map. We do see Printer staying in about the mid-ish yellows. Has to be very careful. Thurnis could try to snipe him with his nice little missile. Speaking of which, nope, not going for the comm. Looks like it's going for... I don't know. Oh, gets shot down anyway, so never mind. Looks like Thurnis is trying to breach the walls and get after that TMD position. And it looks like he might just get it. Another missile outbound. Kills off the nice little T2 PD there. Nice use of the missile. T1 bombers over top going after the comm. Going to drop him into the yellow at least. Oh, yep, there he goes. He drops into the yellow. And that TMD is still alive, but that frontline position for Printer is not looking too good. T3 almost done on board the comm of Interloper. Advanced Nano Region going for BRS in the east. T3 started in the back here for CMS. And Nano Repair started in the west here for the Seraphim commander of Rick. Lots of commanders going for lots and lots of upgrades. Everybody has an upgrade on board. Look at that. Love it to see it. Thurnis, are you going to go for the snipe? He's standing still. You could go for it. There is a TMD, but he's thinking it probably would just get shot down, which is probably why he's not going to go for it. But could have gone for it nonetheless. Shield heavy has been started here for Team 1's Dimitri 11. Going to go for Aeon. So intelligence tank, maybe? Because the advanced range actually helps with the sensor packet range, of course. So Aeon intelligence tank? Yeah, I think Aeon Intel tank would probably be a good way for that little description there. We do have advanced nano being built on Rick's command in the western side. Still Printer and Thurnis trading blows. Printer at 4-star vet, 5,000 hit points. Thurnis at 5-star vet at 9,000. Missile, nope, not outbound. Still Team 1 bombers raining in for Printer, trying to just kill off the comm. Printer is going to dodge that missile, but he does drop into the red. And I think Thurnis Haley is going to need some shield and AA coverage to help protect that comm. Nonetheless, ASF's inbound to help clean up the skies from his teammate of CMS, Nicholas, in the air department. And we do see snipers deployed by Dimitri 11 to just, again, kick Interloper away from that eastern side. And restoration field started here for Team 2. The BRS is going to go for rapid restoration field here on board as well. We do see Stealth has almost done here for Azura's. Probably going to go for Nano after that. And then T3 started for Rick as well. Lots and lots of upgrades. And everybody made it past 20 minutes. Lovely to see that, because you hardly ever see that, because somebody usually dies. It's just kind of how the game works. We do see Interloper commenting that North is totally lost. I wouldn't say that just yet. Missile outbound going for the comm. The comm will take the hit. But again, 25,000 hit points on board is a lot of hit points to chew through. None. Not counting for the other 15,000 that's the hull plating on board as well. We do see that Thurnis has now grabbed the position that Printer once held. Gets some TMD on board to protect himself. And continues to push back. You see BRS joining the fight, but he's going to be pushed back by the amount of snipers, some Oblivion PD, obviously the comm itself. Missile outbound once again. Going to strike the Asylum, but isn't going to kill anything off. Just takes out the shield strength. Another missile outbound. Going to go after the Asylum again. Yep, going to kill off that group of units. Nice grab there. And we do see Interloper just constantly spamming out those missiles. And I think it's going to provoke Dimitri to push in and kick Interloper out because he's being an Interloper. Anyway, western side, couple of bricks running around. Rick has a lot of T1 spam, couple of T2s, but no T3s as of yet. And those laser turrets are not going to be enough to stop the incoming aggression from those bricks. They fire too quickly. They have too much hit points on board to really, be stopped by those lasers. Omni in the middle here for Team 1. Lovely placement there. We'll assume this is going to be an Omni here shortly. Because why not? It's essentially the mirrored position on that side of the map. How the air facilities looking here for Team 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the headquarters. And what is that? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 for Team 1. So a little bit more air presence for Team 1, but hey, they could also be building other things, gunships, strap bombers, transports. It's not necessarily just all ASF producing facilities. Sprinter trying to push back Thurnis Haley. Gives him below 50%, 22,000 mass kill, but the comm of Thurnis Haley. Eastern side engagement still huge back and forth, but Interloper is losing facilities ever so slightly. BRS trying to help with his forces and keep them alive. Lots of spam online. Trying to use the rapid restoration field to keep those alive as well. We do see Azeros as being, just holding stalwart a little bit, is pushing back a little bit against Rick, but it's a lot of back and forth there. There's no real clear winner there on the western side. In terms of eco, Team 1 and Team 2 both at 1.5k, and mass totally accrued, or total accrued, is a little bit in favor of Team 2, but isn't really huge one way or the other. It's mainly about consistent growth or consistent income versus just, oh, I've collected 2 million. Okay, you've collected 2 million mass, but what'd you do with it? Did you just throw half of that away onto the ground because of experimentals dying very easily or something? Like, just because you have accrued more does not mean that you've used it well. It's the whole quantity versus quality kind of thing. Splash started onboard Printer's comm. He might try to snipe Thurnis. That would be an interesting move. Dimitri 11 commenting about killing this Percy that's running around on the northern side here. There's a couple more up there. Nice job by Interloper just being annoying on the northeastern side. Missile outbound. Is it going to try to snipe Interloper's comm? Oh, they could go for a T2 max. Those don't actually move because they're structures. And nope. Kills T2 max though. That's nice. 1 sec says Mutsu. Goes back. Looks like he had to just go answer the door or feed the dog or something. Splash almost done on Printer's comm. And we do see Dimitri continuing to push. He does have a Colossus online. There's a chicken online for Team 2. So 1v1 experimentals there. Any experimentals on the western side? No, none as of yet, but we'll see who ends up deploying what here shortly. Brooks continuing to stack up and slowly push back Team 1. Rick is being forced back. T3 being built by Thurnis. Maybe he's going to go for Billy Nuke here shortly. Tactical missile started for the rearguard airslide player of CM Nicholas. Maybe he's going to go for Tac Billy as well. Not Tac Billy, but Billy Nuke as well. Lots of PD being built to protect this base. For Dimitri 11, looks like there's a stealth field online to try to obscure the intelligence gathering for Team 2. But 2 chickens, 1 Colossus. Dimitri 11 standing next there. That's not great. His forces inbound from Mutsu. That's not going to be enough, though. Azuros builds an experimental user Cybrin, so it's most likely a monkey, but he could have built the crab. And that chicken's going to come give that Colossus a nice little hug. Bomber's inbound to finish off the Colossus. Oh, Colossus isn't dead. Chicken going to drag the Colossus's attention away. And this is going to be a win here for Team 2. All those PD being right next door to that chicken's not a great thing for its health. That chicken lost hit points actually very, very quickly. This chicken's still alive, but the Ion Storm will create a lot of havoc on that firebase there for Team 1. Eastern side, Bricks pushing through, going after now Bricks' main base. T3 broadsword gunships inbound. That's going to help out a lot. It probably won't save the P-Gens, but at least it will probably halt some of the damage that would have been dealt. Team 1 slowly falling behind in the eco, 1.7 versus 1.8. Again, first chicken is down, second chicken in the yellow, trying to stay alive, but there's not a lot for either team over there. ASFs to guard the gunships. Looks like T2 air headquarters might be a target. Those P-Gens are gone. That's going to hurt Rick's eco for the power situation. Still floating positive though, so that should be fine. And it looks like it's going after T3 mexes, which are both dead, which the bricks are dead now anyways. So there's that. ASF over the top. Gonna get some gunships that were kind of just on patrol going after the Titans now being deployed by Team 2's Interloper. But the eco now 1.9 versus 1.6. ASFs, oh, it's gonna come to a head. They're gonna have to turn south. It will give maybe Team 1 time to intercept and grab those ASFs, and looks like the fight's going to happen anyways. It is UEF versus Seraphim ASFs, and I think the UEF might have the numbers. Oh, let's see. Yep, there it is. Team 1 has air control, 27 minutes on the clock, has 60 plus ASFs. That is air dominance for Team 1, actually, not even just air control. And we do see that that chicken is somehow still alive. Team 1's been forced back slightly, but nothing too terribly. Team 2 2.0K, and Team 1 1.6K, so about 350 or so mass in favor of Team 2. What are you doing with all that mass, I wonder? Mass FAF farms, looks like more air grid. Nuke built for Azuros just recently and is loading as we speak. And a monkey is running around. Gunships are inbound. There are some bouncers nearby. We'll see if they're... Yep, they're going to target the bouncers first. Definitely smart play there. Shoot at the stuff shooting at you and then shoot at everything else without being shot at. Efficiency there. Secondary air grid being built by Nicholas. Really driving home that air grid expansion for the air superiority that he wants to get to. And then, of course, we own air, as I say sometimes, if that does actually happen. Rick being actually not the center of attention for those bricks. More gunships being deployed to help assist Rick. He's been pushed back to his main base. And that eastern side here for Team 2 looking a little bit better. The chicken now has a new friend. They're going to try to secure the reclaim field and probably maybe give some of that over to Azuros to finish loading that nuke. How's your eco, Azuros? Do you have anything? No, you still have mass in your bars, so yeah, it's still going perfectly fine here for him. Gunship's now going to go after the monkey, I would assume. Going to be a little bit of a loss, and it will give a little bit of a buffer zone for Team 1, but hey, it's killing off something, which is better than leaving it alive, I guess. And just hundreds and hundreds of hit points per shot being deleted on board that Monkey Lord, and it's going to die eventually. Tactical nuke started here for Thurnis Haley. There it is. Nuke pointed out by CM Nicholas. So Team 2 is going to get one free nuke, I think, unless, well, there's a nuke. There's an SMD there. There's a backup SMD there, and that one is loaded. So Rick might be a good target. This base over here might be a good target. Billy Nuke done for CM Nicholas. Going to help protect the eastern side. Colossus newly minted on the front lines as well. 99,999 hit points. And that's going to hit in the middle of 3 chickens and a couple of Othams. Oh, nice grab there. They'll keep the Colossus online maybe a tiny smidgen longer. Nice grab there by CM Nicholas, helping to assist the eastern front. We do see Printer over here taking some shots. He's dropping below. Oh, there he is. Sniped by that Percy from Thurnis Haley. That's the first kill of the game. Almost 30 minutes. You couldn't have survived like 4 more seconds longer. But hey, that is the first kill of the game. 5v4 in favor of Team 1. And I think, yep, BRS is going to inherit that base. Tactical nuke started for Interloper on the eastern side. Colossus being built. 2 chickens trying to punch in to stop the construction of said chicken. Mutzo over here has missile and T2 on board and gun. Boo Nuke outbound once again from CM Nicholas. Gunships inbound to assist. I think that Colossus is not going to stand up. And even if it does, it is severely damaged. Dying to OC, says Printer. And there goes the Boo Nuke. Gunships inbound from Mutzo T2 variety. Gunships inbound from CM Nicholas T3 variety. And it looks like that'll be the end of that incursion from Team 2. ASF's inbound to go after the gunships, and ASF's inbound on the collision course to go after said ASFs from Team 2. Bowie Nuke landed by Thurnesay that'll help shoo away Azuros' stuff. And Tactical Nuke is done for Interloper. He has to load that as well. There's 1, 2, soon to be, actually, well, 1, 2 for Team 1 and 2, sorry, 1, 2 for Team 1, 1 for Team 2. Nah. There we go. I said it right. Jeez. 30 minutes on the clock here. Team 1 has 5 players left. Team 2 just lost Printer, so it is 4v5 in favor of Team 1. Team 2 has the lead at Nico 2.3 to 1.9, so about 300 or so in favor of Team 2. Team 2 also has a nuke that should be firing here shortly. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win this game. Of course, if you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, the reclaim situation, 179,000 for Team 2, only almost 100,000 for Team 1. So Team 2 doing a very good job of scooping up reclaim as well. Of course, that's partially driven by this this big batch of eco, which this fat boy is trying to deny, but I don't think is going to be enough to stop the push from BRS. Looks like BRS handed over some of the stuff from Printer over to Azuros, not all of it. Looks like he took the main bases and then gave the rest of it to Azuros. That's the nuke. The nuke is loaded, hasn't fired yet. I'm going to run away for 30 seconds, come back, and it's going to already fire. Billy Nuke outbound once again from Thurnis Haley, and it's going to get nicely placed there. Does some damage to the crab and kills off a couple of units, but now he's in range. He's got to move. Thurnis Haley is going to possibly die here. Oh, we're not going well. A couple more shots will do him in. 4,200, 3,500. Nuke is outbound. Oh, one more shot. Oh, he gets caught by that crab. The crab will be killed off by the gunships, and the nuke is outbound from Team 2's Azuros. Where are you going? You are going for Thurnis Haley's old base. And ASF will... Actually, Mutzo died by... What? Ah. Well, Mutzo control K, so that's now a 3v4 in favor of Team 2. First time of the game for them to be in lead for units left, not units, but comms left alive. That base here from Thurnis Haley is now gets it over to Dimitri 11, who will now lose it because the nuke is inbound. And as we say, there it goes. Probably killed off 40-ish thousand mass. Oh, 52. Did a very good job there. Oh, was that a... Oh, somebody's thinking about how to end the game. Scathis has been started by Azuros. And it'd be funny if somebody else was building something. Hey, a nuke started here for Son of Ibis. That's number 2 nuke for Team 2. 2 nukes for Team 2. Hey, that kind of has a ring to it. In the northwest here, artillery started by both Dimitri and by CM Nicholas. Don't like that it's placed next to the mass fab farm, but then again, travel with, engineers and whatnot takes a while. Chicken forcing back the remaining forces from Team 2's Azuros, but there is a new crab there, so it's probably not going to do too much. But with the death of Mutzo, Team 2 has a lot more momentum going in the direction. They've essentially almost claimed the 12 o'clock position here for the northern side of the map, and they've almost grabbed the 9 o'clock position. Team 1 operating at about 29% of the map, while Team 2 is operating at about 71%. Closing in on the 75%. Strats commented by Azuros. They are inbound for something. Don't know what. Maybe the nuke. Maybe, I don't know what they're after, but Team 1 knows what the nuke is at least. Chicken is going to give that crab a hug, and the crab is trying to back up. I don't think the chicken is going to be able to give that crab a hug. Well, it'll get singed a little bit, but should be fine. The strats don't go for it. T3 artillery almost done. Lovely shield would be nice there on that to protect it. Nuke has been commented by Thurnis Haley, so second nuke has been spotted by Team 2, getting shielded, and for that, lovely to see that. Scathis almost in the yellow, so almost 25% done with that. And Billy Nuke trying to land and stop the aggression from Team 2, but it's just going to be a little bit of time there. Interloper would be a good grab there. He's sitting there kind of hanging out. And then BRS is further back in his main base, or one of his main bases back here. I think that's his actual main base, yeah. They're both Seraphim, so I can't tell. I think that's his main base. Never mind. Strap Bombers are thinking about it, but they don't engage. ASF's going to try to use the Strap Bombers as bait, and they don't go well. No, I think they're too far away this time. Billy Nuke is outbound. Oh, please hit the ASFs. Please hit the ASFs. Oh, that would have been funny, but they did not. Artillery is done for Team 1. Second one is almost done as well. And I would assume one of two things, that it's going after the nukes for Team 2. Azeros gave you chicken below pond, by the way. Printer to BRS. Below pond. Oh, right here. Right here. There's the nuke. It is almost loaded. It is in the yellow. That's Scathis, and the nuke is barely even, not even 25% done. But artillery starting to rain in on, I would assume, the nuke's position. Actually, maybe it's going after the air grid. Scratch that. Trying to gain air advantage totally. Duke is almost done. Getting P-gens for increasing fire rate. Oh, and I love the distribution orders to get everything online as soon as possible. Lovely job there. Does he have the power and energy for that? Not the mass, or power and energy, the mass and power for it, but he's getting something online. Looks like shield's going to be deployed around all of those air facilities. Counter Billy Nuke, of course, just throwing Billy Nukes back and forth. What would be nice is some loyalists over there to help redirect Team 1's Billy Nukes. Boom, lands in front of the chicken's feet. There are 5 chickens online for Team 2's BRS. That is not looking good for the front line. And western side, Rick is being bombarded by bricks and a crab. Not going well there. The base once belonging to, or the position at least once belonging to Turnus Haley is not been claimed, but I think Rick is going to be on the outs at this point. He has an SMD. It's not loaded, but it doesn't matter because he's dead in a moment anyway. Team 1 has lost the western front. Team 2 is about to lose the eastern front. Sorry, Team 1's about to lose the eastern front. ARAS done for beer. Wow, he built that really quick. 10 seconds? Ooh, that was very quick. Strap Bombers inbound, possibly going after the experimentals. There's 5 of them over here, and it's not gonna go well. And another Billy Nuke outbound from Team 2, and it's gonna hit maybe some AS. No, it won't hit some AS. It's to hit some PD though. Nice grab there. Boom, kills off those. Bombers strike, going after the chickens. Gonna get a nice little AoE on some of them there. And it's just going to be a denying, at least slowing down the minimum. They do kill off one of the chickens, though. Gunship behind this group of forces, not really doing a whole lot. And trying to keep stuff alive on that western side. It's just not going well. Second artillery, like I said, is done. Third artillery is started. All the engineers coming to assist and build that thing very, very quickly. And they are targeting the air grid. Scathis is at a little under 50%. Nuke is online, loaded, and still alive. This nuke over half loaded. For who is that? That is Son of Ibis. Still, 5 chickens continue to march. It is chicken run here. They're being bombarded by strats, being bombarded by Billy Nukes, being bombarded by Fat Boys, and they will not stop. Doing very, very well. Just going to launch at whatever they can and call it a day. Their second artillery is going to be soon started, and the third one is almost done. That might be enough to break the shielding. It actually isn't, because it doesn't need to be, because it's already been broken. Does Team 1 know about anything else in this base? No. Oh, nope, it has been spotted. Lovely text marker for Team 1, letting them know of the Scathis. Chickens are fleeing the fight. Don't blame them there. Those engineers are going to get killed off here shortly. 37 minutes on the clock here. Team 1's not looking good. They have to turtle. There is a wave of yellow, white, and tan inbound. And that Billy Nuke is inbound, and it's going to hit. It's going to hurt. I'm not going to feel good there. Does actually singe the shielding on board the Fat Boy as well. Fat Boy being deployed by Team 1 to try to stave off the invaders. Third artillery is online. And again, here comes down to can Team 1's defenses last long enough to wipe out the other stuff on Team 2's side of the map. And even if it does wipe out the stuff on Team 2's side of the map in terms of the main bases, Team 2 still has all of the chickens and the spam and the T3 units, the Parsees, they still have all that still alive. So it comes down to can they kill everything off in the main base and then kill everything off in front of them, sort of thing. And I don't know. I don't think that. Oh, they canceled that. I was gonna say I don't think that third Duke is or fourth artillery piece is worth it. Gunships taking out some of those chickens. How's the reclaim situation going? 290 to 125. Is that a... Wow, 2.7k for Team 2, 1.8 for Team 1. Looks like the Scathis has been taken out. Unfortunate. Nuke is still online somehow. This Nuke is still online somehow. And it might... I don't know. Is the artillery going to be enough for Team 1? Billy Nuke outbound to the air... Ooh, does Team 1 have TMD? Or is that a... That's not a regular nuke. Oh, there he is. He's on a transport. He's inbound. He's outbound. It's going to be a lovely, lovely Billy Nuke there. Look at it. And... Oh, kills off a chunk. Kills off a chunk. Lovely grab there. We have Rick retreating into the base here for CM Nicholas, trying to hold the line. And it is going to, I think, come down to these three artillery pieces. Colossi being built to defend. Nice Billy, says Printer to Interloper. It was a really, really good Billy, I will admit. Team D stat pointed out by Thurnis Haley, who's still in this game, surviving from beyond the... Well, he's not surviving beyond the grave, but he's the man in the chair trying to do his best to assist. Team 1 operating on maybe, what, 15% of the map? It's not looking good for Team 1's aspirations for world domination with just the artillery pieces. I want to see what the range is. Oh, you can kind of hit that. You can kind of hit that. The Duke is going to be the one to really do the damage, but... Oh, well. That's just barely on the edge then. That's the issue with artillery, especially with a map of this size, is kind of not great. Oh, explosions happening somewhere. The nuke for Azuros has been targeted. Gotta launch that nuke, Azuros. You might lose it. Sorry. Caster curse. Sorry, I commented about it and then went, this is not going to go well, and then died. It died. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fat Boys online. Billy Nuke outbound once again. It's going to hit some of these engineers at least. Looks like Team D being built over there is going to be close enough. No, it's not. Oh, it's going to impact the shielding. Kills off a broadsword, so hey, that's something. Get teledefense, says Thurnis Haley. Now that might be it. 2 Fat Boys down here. A lot of Fat Boys. Colossus going out to meet them. This is going to be close. If Team 1 can turtle hard enough, fast enough, it might be enough. Oh, Mass Fab's going down. That's never great. That's eco that Team 1 desperately needs. Team 2 now outproducing 2-1 in terms of the eco. Another chicken down the middle. Billy Nuke outbound to go after the Fat Boy producing facilities there. Ravage is going to rip apart that chicken, but it doesn't matter. The Billy Nuke's going to come in and wipe that out. Oh, Team 1 needs every little scrap of eco, every little scrap of the everything. Colossus going to sacrifice himself to protect the Fat Boys. Billy Nuke outbound to help thin out the herd at least a little bit. At least try to. Oh, there goes the... Billy Nuke kills off a ton of T3 support, though. That's something. Fat Boys in full retreat. And T1 12... sorry, T1 12. T1 regular bombers inbound. Oh, this chicken's almost dead. There goes that one. Where this chicken's now gone. This chicken's about to go. This chicken's about to go. This chicken still has some life in it. Go Para, says Dimitri11. I don't know. It's a 2-1 advantage in eco. I mean, I know you need eco, but still. Oh, so much inbound. T1 bombers inbound. We're going to go after Mass Fabs. That's going to be a nice chain reaction there. Oh, it only kills off 1 Mass Fab. Look at that. ASF coming in to clean up the mess, but a little bit too late to save the Mass Fab. And look at all the dead. Look at it. Look at all the dead stuff. Look at it. The 3 artillery pieces are still online. Another boom nuke outbound. Team 1 just has so much going on that they just can't protect against everything. How's the Scathis going? Scathis is, that's a lot of shielding that are just not on. And Nuke is still alive. Obviously, that one is dead. This one is not. Oh, it is loaded. Look at that. Does Team 1 have an SMD? If this thing falls, that's the game right there. Needs a backup SMD somewhere. But they're probably thinking we should worry about that after the Paragon is done, which I don't know. It's being primarily built by CM Nicholas and Dimitri, who have the eco, because Rick is kind of just not existing really. Well, he doesn't have eco to speak of. And Boone is going to land on the shielding. More shielding be built to protect the artillery pieces. Bomber inbound, going to strike on top of the shielding. It's going to hit the it's going to hit the mass fabs. Oh, there goes that. Some of the shielding is down. Boone nuke lands, killing off more of the shielding. The artillery is still alive, but it's just not going well. Not going well for Team 1. It is a survival match at this point. Oh, artillery lands, kills off one of the artillery pieces. That's unfortunate. Team 1's down one of them. Nuke is outbound from Team 2's Son of Ibis. Nice kamikaze, says Printer. I mean, yeah, I think maybe it killed off a Fat Boy too. I don't know. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Fat Boys online. Crab down the middle. Yep, there goes that. How much reclaims on the map? Currently sitting at 384,000 mass. If Team 1 can scoop it all up and funnel it into that Paragon, that might be enough to keep them alive. But it is going to be a tough order. Boo Nuke lands, killing off another section of eco. That's not great for Team 1. They need as much as they can grab. It is now almost a 3 times advantage. Oh, and that nuke's going to kill off all that reclaim. Oh, and some fatties too. Well, no, none of the fatties, but a chunk of the reclaim is gone. That's unfortunate. I think it was killed off 40,000. That's something at least. Monkey Lord inbound. Oh, it's just, like I said, it's a survival match at this point. The Paragon's over 50% done. How's the Scathis doing? Scathis is over 50% done as well. No, is there any big ticket items? Nuke is still... Oh, it's loaded once again. And what's this over here? Oh, Yolana Oz. 3 out of the 4 game enders have made their appearance, at least in some form. They're not built, but at least you can see them being built. And again, this is one of those things where 2 players are building 2 game enders, one each. You could just load up on one and then do the other one if you really wanted to. But it's one of those things. Good serve, says Dimitri 11. Bombers inbound, going after mexes, I would assume. Oh, that's unfortunate. Another 27 mass plus the other 8. That's 35 mass a second per mex. That's 105 mass gone for Team 1. Under 700 mass per second for Team 1. More than triple that is being produced by Team 2. And it's the war of attrition by any means. Oh man, this is just not looking good for Team 1. Look at the Fat Boys. Look at the Fat Boys. Protect the Paragon at all costs. Final wave coming, says BR. Oh, that is such a good comment. Nuke outbound. Oh, I think that S&D should be fine, actually. Yep. Oh, yeah, that should be fine. Is it loaded? Oh, I would hope it's loaded. Paragon is almost done. Oh, they got to get telemaser defense online or it's not going to look good. Artillery is almost done. The Scathis is almost done. The YOLO is almost done as well. We have 3 almost completed game enders at this point. And here comes the wave. It is inbound. Or at least the spam is inbound. And the Paragon is... Oh, come on. Finish it. Billy Nuke lands back here, killing off more mexes for Team 1. Where'd that one come from? Oh, over here. Look at that. Nice grab there. Oh, well. A couple of ASEPs are going to go to that. Billy and Strat should be removed from the games. And there it is. There she is. The infinite money glitch. There it is. It's done. Nuke is shot down. Scathis is done. YOLO is... Oh, it's almost done. ASFs are inbound to clean up the ASFs from Team 1. Billy Nuke lands up there. Don't know what they were shooting at. They're shooting at something, I guess. Get the shields. Looks like CM Nicholas transfers over the Paragon. And looks like Interloper is dead. Going to be killed off by gunships there. Scathis raining in shots. Team 1 needs to get shielding online. Protect the Paragon at all costs. We have air locking going on from Team 2 to Team 1, or at least trying to at least. Game's dropping to like -1, just barely. Oh, everything transferred over from CM Nicholas to Dimitri 11. Did CM... Oh no, he's right there. Okay, I was going to say. Scathis is raining in. Once the Paragon is gone, that's game over, I think. Team 1 needs AA. Team 1 needs everything online. You had me in the air all game, says Son of Ibis. Yeah, he did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, is the SMD still alive? Oh my goodness. This is close, but I don't think Team 1 has it. And CM Nicholas control case. He sees the end in sight. Scathis raining in. Takes out a chunk of the air grid as well. Oh, it's Colossus trying to keep everything back down there in the south. 2 chickens and a monkey walking to a bar. It's 2v3 in favor of Team 2 once again. No, maybe they weren't in the lead for... Oh, maybe they were. I don't know. I can't keep track of if they're in the lead or not for Comms Left Alive. Scathis wave inbound once again. Paragon has taken a hit. It's not looking good. AA being deployed. Fat Boy is just trying to huddle together for warmth. That's a oppressive amount of Fat Boy fire. Chickens are just going to get annihilated. Look at that. Just hundreds of hit points gone instantaneously. SMD going to be taken out once again. That should be a YOLO, right? That's a YOLO. Oh no, Team 1 has no idea. And they think it's just a regular nuke. Strap bombers inbound for the Paragon. Oh, it's still alive, just barely. It's still alive. They should have gone for the SMD, maybe. Oh, they're going to get a second pass, maybe, possibly, maybe. It's barely holding on. And once that goes up, that's game over. Scathis fire inbound. Oh, it's not going to be... Oh! Just barely alive. Oh, there goes the YOLO. The SMD is now unloaded. And it is the beginning. It's not the beginning of the end. It's been the beginning of the end for a while now.
Strategic launch.
Nuke is outbound. That's it. There's no going back from that. Team 1's out of SMDs, and that's going to be a YOLO. It's a good way to finish off a Paragon. Just nuke it to death. And the spam is just... It's not really doing a whole lot, to be honest with you, but it doesn't matter. Another regular nuke inbound. 300,000 mass on the field outbound from Son of Ibis. Scathis fire raining in. Paragon still alive. Like I said, just barely. Where's the YOLO? There it is. It's raining in. And both the artillery pieces are down. It's going to pretty much hit Dimitri 11 in the face almost. Oh, and there goes the wave.
Strategic launch detected.
Oh, there goes Dimitri 11. There goes the Fat Boys. There goes the Scathis. There goes the everything. And there goes... Red key control Ks, and that's the game here, folks. 48 minutes, 47 seconds on the clock. Team 2 wins the game. MVP for me. I mean, those chickens were just absolutely brutal for Team 1 from BRS. So I think I give him the MVP. I mean, the nuke kind of... I mean, the nuke from Azuros was nice, but I do think that chicken push was just so much of what gained Team 2 so much leg room or so much wiggle room and put Team 1 in a corner, and then that was it. So again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. BRS is my MVP vote. MVP vote for this game. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see all of you in the next one.